Rahul, the other big question which we raised before the break, the Bharat Jodo Yatra. That's been the other big change between the previous MOTN in August and now. How are people perceiving Rahul Gandhi's journey from Kanyakumari to Kashmir? What does the mood of the nation say?
There's been so much focus within opposition circles on Rahul Gandhi's Bharat Jodo Yatra, but so far there has been no empirical evidence to demonstrate what the voters of this country think of the Bharat Jodo Yatra. So here are, for the first time, numbers from the India Today See Voter Mood of the Nation opinion poll on how Indian citizens perceive Rahul Gandhi's Bharat Jodo Yatra. 37% of the respondents say it's created a buzz, but it won't help the Congress win elections, which is the ultimate political litmus test. 29% of those who were sampled say it's a good exercise for mass connect. So 3 in 10 seem to think that this is actually helping Rahul Gandhi and the Congress achieve a mass connect. 13% think of this as yet another rebranding exercise for Rahul Gandhi. You could add those two, 29 plus 13, giving a relatively favorable verdict towards the Yatra. That's about 42% of the respondents. 9% seem to say it'll make no difference. So net-net, the biggest number over there is the 37%. 1 out of 3 respondents were essentially saying that this is creating a buzz but won't help the Congress win elections. But you've got 42% who seem to think it is serving some utility. Let's now come to the next question about who is best suited to revive the Congress. And on this question, there are two key markers that we are going to look at. One is Rahul Gandhi and the other is Sachin Pilot. Rahul Gandhi's numbers from January 21 have actually increased 15, 17, 18, 23 and then 26. Sachin Pilot, on the other hand, has increased as well from 12 to 17, but a much lesser quantum of increase. But Rahul Gandhi now at 26%, much more than the 18, 15, 17, Rajdeep, that he's been on over the previous MOTNs.
Because let's get in his namesake Rahul Verma with us. When I look at these numbers, it suggests, yes, there has been a buzz that the Bharat Jodo Yatra has undoubtedly created, especially in the media, but it's not all necessarily translating it into Rahul Gandhi suddenly emerging as the main contender to Mr. Modi. The gap still seems fairly wide. How do you explain this? Create a buzz but can't win polls is 37%, more than 1 in every 3. Around 1/3 call it a great exercise for mass connect. Add rebranding exercise for Rahul, that's about 42%. So the Yatra seems to have served a particular purpose for the Congress.
Yes.
But has it been able to win over the non-Congress voters is the big question.
That's actually difficult to say at the moment. See, I think this Yatra has done 3 things. First, it has got some positive bump for the Congress party and Rahul Gandhi. But this positive bump has to be understood in the backdrop of declining popularity. So the positive bump is still at the 2019 level or slightly above it. The Congress party and Rahul Gandhi's rating were declining since 2019. That's the first point. Second, I think, at least the leadership question in the Congress party is now settled. They now have a full-time president in form of Mallikarjun Kharge, and Rahul Gandhi is the Congress party's leader. That question is settled. This was also hanging in there for last 2 years. There was no precedent in the party. And third, there is some movement within the party where there was nothing. Think of it was basically lots of crisis within the party. So at least some positive energy, but whether it will revive the Congress party, this is far-fetched. Can Congress make big electoral gains? I think that's also far-fetched.
You know, it almost seems, Raj Chengappa, the exact flip side of Mr. Modi. Mr. Modi has some genuine concern with the economy, but satisfaction levels very high. Mr. Rahul Gandhi has created a buzz with his Bharat Jodo Yatra, but will it translate into votes? Huge question mark. Is this again more about those who are convinced about leadership? Rahul Gandhi still has to convince people that he can lead the country. Yes, he is someone who's now clearly making waves, but can he lead the country? There seems to be a disjunction.
Well, a couple of points I'll add to what Rahul had said. I agree with most of them. Is that one, there's a makeover of Rahul's image. So far as the BJP had always...
a positive makeover.
Positive makeover. He was criticized as Pappu, a Shehzada, you know, and other kind of, what would you say, names that you wouldn't like people to be called at, right? He was really pushed down. That image has changed. Having walked 3,500 kilometers, there's a sense that he's now a serious politician, not a dilettante. The second thing I think that comes through is that because he has walked it, these battles that has happened within the Congress, right, he has a greater moral and in some senses, you know, can be more firm and decisive in dealing with some of these crises. He was always seen as someone who had inherited it. Now I think there is a feeling that he has achieved some of these things, so he has a greater force.
So he's earned the respect of the Congress and the Congress party and its voters. Whether that will now go beyond that is the question.
No, I was just adding one little point to this one, is that having done all this, I think the perception ratings that have come here, 66% if you add the 37 as well, say yes, it has made some impact, it has created a buzz. But I think the most important outcome of this is that they say they don't feel the Congress has the leadership and the organization to do it. If this was the Congress and Rahul Gandhi, the big message that is coming for them is that you need to focus on organizational revamp. You cannot do business as usual. You have to cash in on the momentum that is there.